and Pepper doing her best to hold that line of blue at the front of the pack there. Going to be joined by Ripper and Jackie Bauer coming around for 4. Traverse City now on the board, almost on the board. Scorekeeper confirming with our ref, with our gym ref there. Blitz bits of Team UP, meanwhile still on that initial pass. 4 more points going up on that board for Jackie Bauer.
Strong start as Blitz Bits is released. Panty in hand, tries to dive through on the inside, gets a little bit of a knock right there by the number 13.
Lizzie Luscious. And this is at least the third bout Traverse City have skated on this track here, track 1. This tournament, 4 more points for Jackie Bauer. And Jackie Bauer, of course, tournament MVP many years ago, pre-COVID. I want to say 2015 or 2016, Benin Derby, a long, long time. Call off from the ground. And Blitz Bit stole a couple of points there at the end of that jam. 4 more for Jackie Bauer. And the 16-point jam there. Traverse City in the lead at 16. Team UP with 2. And number 81, Whipper Willa of Team UP holding that blocker line steady at the front of the pack. 5 on 5 out there.
Looking over the board, Starbuck is lined up there for the Toxic Cherries.
Number 13, number 1200, Beneful gone to the penalty box here. It is Educate, number 100, wearing the star for Traverse City. And Starbuck will be lead jammer. Educate doing quite a bit of jamming in this tournament and hit it and quit it. Starbuck scores 4 and calls it off. Bringing Team UP up to 6. Traverse City scoreless in that jam, still at 16. 10-point game with just 27 minutes left to go in this first half.
I see an 8 on the jersey. That's all I can tell you about Traverse City right now. Maybe Goodnight Doom, or it might be Bellatrix.
Java Junkie and Skulk, formidable pair of blockers there for Traverse City up at the front of the pack. 3 on 2, Traverse City blocker sitting pretty in the penalty box there. Number 731, Kim Kong jamming for Team UP. And that is number 248, Goodnight Doom, breaking out of the pack there to become lead jammer. Nice hit there from Lizzie Luscious. Kim Kong still upright in bounds and skating. Great recycling there from Beneful. The pack is gathered at the turn of course, furthest away from the announcer's table. Kim Kong still in the inside lane. Out on her initial, will not be lead jammer.
That, of course, being held by Goodnight Doom, who's being pushed into turn 2. She will call that one off. We'll get the official count on that one.
Ripper.
Full complement, 4 points.
Ripper, meanwhile, called off on a multiplayer. Team UP starting this jam with 1 blocker in the box.
We've got Blitz Bits for Team UP. Lined up on the outside of the track.
And it is, and jamming for.
It's going to be the number 91. That's Beatrix Slaughter.
And lead jam going to Team UP.
Blitz Bits coming around hard and fast.
209, Blitz Bits. Beatrix Lestrangle looking to get that star pass there. Number 42, Amazon Avenger, looking to take it. 4 points on the board there for Blitz Bits. And there is a track cut called on Beatrix Slaughter. Power Jam for Team UP. Exactly what they need here. 4 more points for Blitz Bits.
Blitz Bits locked up on the main straight right there, slowing it down, trying to kill that penalty. We've got
Lethal Liability throwing the shoulders there into Blitz, and Lethal Liability forcing Blitz to the outside. Blitz calls it, picking up 3 more points there for Team UP.
that will freeze the 91 of Beatrix Slaughter in the penalty box. This will be a power start.
And we could see Team UP take the lead in this jam, just 3 points below Traverse City at 17, Traverse City at 20.
We're seeing a little bit of back and forth. It's been 1-for-1 back and forth on lead jammer. So if we're going to follow that same strategy, we're looking for Toxic Cherries to respond on this one.
And Java Junkie 710 holding that line down for Traverse City. Number 13, Starbuck jamming for Team UP. And she picked up a track cut there, now a power jam for Traverse City. And we got a star pass, number 24, Jackie Bauer taking that star for Traverse City. We're going to go the full 2 minutes on this one. Jackie Bauer coming up into that wall of blue there.
Tried to juke to the outside, but that avenue was shut down. We've got a drawback there by the 81. Whip her Willa with the drawback there on Jackie Bauer. A little bit of a pile up.
Yes, Lizzie Luscious tumbling right into a UP blocker. Starbuck, meanwhile, out of that penalty box, 4 points on the board for Jackie Bauer. Traverse City forcing Blitz Bits to the outside there. Oh, Starbuck, rather. Starbuck out on her initial. Jackie Bauer has to get past Kim Kong and number 291, Aurora. 231, Aurora. 4 more points for Jackie Bauer. Oh, nice hit there on Beatrix Slaughter.
Starbuck comes in, tries to sweep around. She is out in orbit. 4 more points, or 4 points are going to go on the board for Team UP on that one. Hard fought as it was 1 minute and 50 seconds before she was able to put some points on the board.
Oh, that is almost an entire jam. Wow. Now, we've got both jammers out, close to neck and neck, 4-4 as the jam comes to a close.
So that is a +4 for Traverse City as they've got 32 over the UP 25, 21-21 left on the clock. And again, with that one going not for naught, nobody picking up lead jammer on that one. It is still 2 for 2 for lead jammers on these two teams.
And Aurora, longtime Derby veteran, 2-3-1, holding down that line of blue for Team UP.
I believe we have Edgy Kate, number 100 for the Traverse City. Toxic Cherries. And we've got 731, that is Kim Kong in the back in blue for Team UP.
And lead jam goes to Kim Kong, Team UP. 7-point game here, very, very close. Educate out of that pack will not be your lead jammer. Kim Kong coming up on the storing pass, call off from the floor. Picked up 2 points there, bringing Team UP up to 27. Traverse City still at 32, 4-point game now. And we have longtime Derby veteran number 86, Pepper, at the front of the pack, holding down the line for Team UP.
Penalty box is empty, full 5 on 5.
Now it looks like that may be good night.
Pepper, also former tournament MVP for Mitten Kittens, and it's going to be 248. Goodnight Doom of Traverse City will be your lead jammer.
We've got Jones in the back, still locked up, but is able to hand it over to Glory Sparks.
Glory Sparks, number 3, taking the star for Team UP.
Glory Sparks unable to
Glory. And
the 3 points.
Doom picked up 3 more points there for Traverse City. Team UP held scoreless there. Traverse City up to 35, Team UP at 27.
We've got 18:50 left in the first half.
We've got Blitz Bits in blue on the back line.
Slaughter.
Beatrix Slaughter, number 91 for Traverse City. Beatrix Slaughter so far without a lead jam, but there she is picking one up for the first time here tonight.
Hop, skip, and a jump to the outside. Easy does it. Oh, number 113, Lethal Liability. Landed hard there, going to the penalty box for that hit.
I felt that one in the table over here.
Whipperwilla also hitting the ground there on the turn. Beatrix Slaughter looking to get that inside lane there. Gonna get shut out by number 112, Luna. And Luna shoving those hips again into Beatrix Slaughter. Nice recycling there by Whipperwilla. 4 points going on the board for Blitz Bits. And another 4 on the board for Beatrix Slaughter. Blitz hitting that pack fast. 428. Bellatrix Lestrangle's got to let her go. 4 points going on the board for Blitz.
Blitz Bits able to swing just outside of Bellatrix Lestrangle.
4 more points. Beatrix Lestrangle stuck in the back of the pack, calls it off. 3 points. 3 more points on the board for Traverse City. And Team UP. And we have a 3-point game, all of you watching at home. Traverse City at 42, Team UP 39.
Highest scoring jam is 16 points from Jackie Bauer's first jam of the game.
And those of you watching this from home, hope you join us at the Lansing Shuffle after party after the last bout from 9 to 12 tonight. Lansing Shuffle, downtown Lansing. We'd love to see you there.
Definitely going to head over there and take a few moments to enjoy what's going on around here. We've got Jackie Bauer out in front. She's going to be the lead jammer.
And number 13, Starbuck, going for the star pass, denied. Jackie Bauer tapping those hips ever so daintily. 4 points, calls it off.
So we have 3 lead jammer status in a row for the Toxic Cherries.
And get ready for some shots.
That sounds about right. And Coach Dan of Traverse City signaling to the officials.
I mean, we've got about 16
Quick.
minutes until halftime. So once you get there, you'll have 15 minutes to get all of the liquor you want for the rest of the night. Okay?
So we have a 5-on-5 pack. Number 86, Pepper, holding that middle line secure for Team UP. Glory Sparks also going to come in to assist keeping. I believe that's Edgy Kate. 100 jamming for Traverse City. 731, Kim Kahn up to the front of the pack. Held back there by the Lethal Liability. Nice block there from Beneful of Traverse City. Beneful has to let her go, and Kim Kahn is lead jammer.
Edgy Kate now out on the initial pass as well. Picking up some speed very quick around.
We're going to be losing Glory Sparks as the pivot sits down as well for
2 pivots in the box, 3-on-3 for this next jam.
But good stripes giving the naughty stripes.
Goodnight Doom wearing the star. Going to be paired up against Blitz Bits for the UP.
Looks like Goodnight Doom, maybe?
And Goodnight Doom with a really good record so far. Basically, she has picked up lead jammer every time she has been out so far today. So we'll see if we can continue with that one. Blitz Bits having a little more difficulty. Has been 3 or 5, 6 jams ago before she actually picked up lead jam. Of course, she started out picking up a penalty right off the start.
Not a great way to begin the first jam of the game. Ripper called out on a multiplayer 2-4-8. Doom will be lead jammer.
That's 100% for Goodnight Doom.
I think we might see an early contender for MVP jammer there. Hitting the pack at light speed. Doom calls it off. Oh, looks like Doom picked up 4 points there.
Yep, that's correct.
Blink and you miss it. I don't know how our jam refs do it. But then again, a jam ref is strictly watching their jammer. Here at the announcer's table, we are taking in the whole track.
50, Traverse City. 39 at Team UP. They've been keeping the score pretty close. I haven't seen it go higher.
I believe we've got Starbuck lined up back there in blue.
And Traverse City has called a team timeout.
Team timeout for Traverse City here. Thank you. I've been learning jam pattern myself.
And those of you enjoying this game at home, you have Devin Chop to thank. Devin Chop, master of all things IT for Lansing Roller Derby, our tournament hosts again this year. We want to say thank you to Devin for keeping 2, not 1, but 2 streams, both tracks streaming on YouTube right now. And thank you, Devin, for all you do for Lansing Roller Derby and their YouTube channel.
Just a quick lead jam count on this one. I just counted it up. Toxic Cherries have had 6 to the Team UP 4. And we're going to see the return of Jackie Bauer. And I'm looking back through. From what I can see, anytime Jackie Bauer has started out behind the jammer line, she has picked up lead jammer. Of course, she was given the star pass at one point, but then went on to score 12. So still dominating even without that lead jammer status. We'll have to see how it plays out on this one.
Yeah. We have quite the full penalty box on the sidelines there.
Yeah, 4-on-2 pack advantage, I believe, going to Traverse City. So this is not in favor of Starbuck, and Jackie Bauer is out.
Jackie Bauer going to be lead jammer.
Against, I believe that's Starbuck.
And Luna and Whippoorwill lining up in anticipation. Apex jump by Jackie Bauer. You can hear Traverse City bench erupting in cheers. 4 points.
Nice draw back here by Beneful will bring Starbuck back to the pivot line. Meanwhile, up over there in turn 2, we've got Jackie Bauer pushing hard. We'll have to see. The official count is going to be 4 in the sky.
Yep. And Starbuck has the star helmet cover in her hand. Jackie Bauer picking up 4 more points. And watching Jackie Bauer skate, you would never guess that this is her 3rd bout in 24 hours, maybe 4th. I haven't seen them all. And tapping the hands on the hips, Jackie calls it. 4 more points for Traverse City. And goose egg there for Team UP. 16-point jam for Jackie Bauer. That's going to bring Traverse City up to 66. Team UP at 39.
All of the games. She must have like a second heart to have, so she can put her heart out on the track.
I believe that is 731 of Kim Kong in the back against Team UP.
And Beatrix Slaughter out there jamming for Traverse City. Luna almost able to single-handedly keep Siren Song away. Siren Song will be lead jammer.
It's 3 lead jams in a row for the Toxic Cherries. This going into jam. This is jam 13 so far.
Siren Song taking a hit to the inside, calls it off. Looks like 2 points. Thank you, 2 points there, but also Team UP picking up 3 points on that jam. This could bring Traverse City up to 69. Team UP at 41.
Looks like
Nice.
number 14, Jones, for Team UP, who has been just once in this game so far. And so far,
We've got Educate on the outside of the track paired up against Jones. I believe that's number 14.
45 left in.
And this is for Jones taking the star for the first time in this bout.
From number 4 to 8 of Traverse City.
As 100, Educate fighting her way through those last 2 Team UP blockers, and that is just what Jones needs to bring. Oh, Jones will not be your lead jammer. And Coach Dan from the sidelines couldn't be mimicking the call-off sign any harder. Pogo sticks for shoes there as he is jumping up and down, and Educate does call it.
My ears didn't pick up on the whistle signaling me.
So Traverse City in the last 4 jams has picked up lead jammer and has been absolutely dominating in the fact that they have scored, I'm looking at 22 points in the last 4 to just 3 from the stolen points in the jam just prior to this one.
But you know, Team UP is more than holding their own here at 41 points. Team UP most recently coming to Lansing to take on Lansing Roller Derby back in June. Absolutely dominated Lansing in that bout. And we are seeing why here. Tonight it is it is Northern Michigan versus Northern Michigan here. Goodnight Doom breaking away, trying to break her way through that wall of blue there.
For the second time, already lead jammer, pushing out big hits right there being put down. 4 points going
Blitz.
on for Traverse City.
That Blitz Bits catching up. Doom taking a cue from the bench, calls it 4 points for 4 points for Traverse City.
And so far, here's your score. Traverse City 73, Team UP 41, and 9 minutes left in the first.
And fun fact here is Traverse City.
Team UP keeping that wall in the front. We've seen that almost every jam. Team UP lining up to the front of the pack. Traverse City's blockers just a few inches behind, I think, in this case. And Bellatrix Lestrangle doing her level best to break up that wall of blue there. Starbuck of UP gonna come out in front. She will be lead jammer. A nice hit there, courtesy of Glory Sparks on Bellatrix Lestrangle. Bellatrix Lestrangle going for that star pass to 24, Jackie Bauer to pivot. Team UP, of course, blocking that pass. Oh, and a star pass achievement unlocked. Jackie Bauer now the jammer.
Every time they give her a star, she will put points on the board, but is not able to capitalize on this one as Starbuck will call that one dead with 4.
Denied. Team UP now at 45, Traverse City at 73. We have just under 8 minutes left to go in this first half.
Ton of jams so far. 16 total. Getting ready to start number 17.
And
I
now
see Educate on the
Team-
outside.
Team UP's bench coach calling for a team timeout.
While I have your attention, I know if you were here for the last game, you probably heard me and my co-announcer talk about the game across the way from us, which is a sanctioned WIFTA game between Grand Rapids Roller Derby and the Madison
And this, of
Derby
course,
Dolls.
is the last bout of the night here on track 1. Hope you join us. Of course, for you early birds, we'll be back here bright and early at 9:15 tomorrow morning for the Scrim Scram White versus Black.
It looks like less than a minute left in the game.
And then, of course, tomorrow afternoon, we will be playing the bouts that determine the D2, the Division 2 and the Division 1 winners right here on track 1. Division 2 at 3 tomorrow afternoon. And the winner and the D1 winner for 45 tomorrow afternoon.
All of us
You won't want to miss that one.
Team UP will be fielding Kim Kong, paired up against the number 100, Edgy Kate. Penalty box is empty, full 5-on-5 as we get ready to get going. Again. Edgy Kate did push up into the front, but that's Pepper holding it down right there on the inside edge. Escorted out, both will escape. Edgy Kate will circle back around. Boom, out the inside, Kim Kong, lead jammer.
And Ripper is going to force Edgy Kate to the back of the pack there. Kim Kong coming up against Shulk and Tenacious D, two very powerful blockers. We've seen a lot of action from them this weekend here. And 4 points on the board there for Kim Kong.
Kim Kong coming in hard and fast, hits Shulk like a saloon door, spins her around and punches through, picks up 4.
Yeah, Kim Kong dominating in this jam. Edgy Kate looking to get the star pass there, and Edgy Kate getting called off on a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for Team UP. Oh no, cruel misfortune. Kim Kong called off on a penalty of her own. Edgy Kate released, and the blockers stand around confused. No jammer to help, no jammer to block. What the heck do we do? Do we just hit each other?
Now Kim Kong going the long way, looking to put some speed on. Now Edgy Kate came in, backs up, and both of them hit the pack roughly at the same amount of time.
Kim Kong lands right in the middle of the TC wall up there. Not an enviable place to be. Java Junkie throwing that shoulder in there. Tenacious D also coming in and skulked there as backup.
Nice defense by Traverse City. Will hold that one back as long as they can, but 4 more points are going to go up, and that's going to be a 12-point jam for Team UP.
And now that's going to bring Team UP up to 57. Traverse City at 73. Just over 5 minutes left to go in this first half. 16-point game. Traverse City keeping the lead all through this first half, but this is still anyone's game. And we'll just have to see what happens after this official timeout.
And Team UP did a really good job that jam, really trying to close this gap some. You know, closing it by 12 at least. This now is I think 16, if my math is correct, point game.
You know, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Math is not my strong suit.
But as we know, Jackie Bauer out here right now.
And Jackie Bauer, number 24, jamming again for Traverse City, sneaking around on the inside. She's going to be lead jammer.
Again, holding a perfect record on lead jammer status. Blitz Bits.
Taking a nice hit to the outside. Oh, Blitz Bits coming in for a little revenge there on Lethal Liability.
Able to get the hips around. Jackie Bauer comes through on the inside, is going to pick up 4 points.
Jackie Bauer looks like she's following Blitz Bits. Actually a lap behind, shutting out Blitz Bits with the call off.
So far, speaking of Jackie Bauer, another statistic we have. Every time Jackie Bauer has started behind the jam line with the star, she is 100% lead jammer status. What? Anytime she's behind the line, she will get lead.
And Starbuck here, number 13, wearing the star for Team UP.
On the jam line now, I believe that's Goodnight Doom.
We have Goodnight Doom 248 out there for Traverse City. Peppers doing a dynamite job holding that blocker line. Glory Sparks, Team UP, going to come in for an assist along with the Ripper.
Dez losing the skates just a little bit. Will take a seat, but is back up and running for the time Starbuck comes in. We're going to lose one blocker. That's going to be Luna from Team UP. Meanwhile, up in front, Pat getting a little bit stretched out right now.
Team UP now down 2 blockers. Ripper going to join Luna there in the penalty box. And Goodnight Doom, lead jammer.
Starbuck getting a little bit of a shove from their pivot to get through that pack. I love
Goodnight Doom also holding the same record as Jackie Bauer, as every time they have started behind the line, they have picked up lead jammer. And I believe that's another 4 points on the board for Traverse City.
Another hit it and quit it style jam. And Traverse City now up to 81, Team UP at 57. We have 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Jam 19. And Team UP has called a team timeout. And Team UP, of course, made up of the Kingsford Crush, Shipwreck Alley, Mackinac City Derby. The teams left, and after the COVID took its toll, the teams decided to get together and merge. Hence, the Team UP technically making a first appearance at Mitten Kittens, but of course, many of these skaters no stranger to this tournament. Group hug on the track there from Traverse City. Well, I'm going to call it a group hug. It's probably a huddle, but they look very affectionate.
All right, I'm getting lots of fun stats over here, so I'm going to keep relaying them to you guys because I'm a numbers gal. So, as of right now, Traverse City, the ratio of lead between Traverse City and Team UP is 2-1. It's currently 12 lead jams for Traverse City, 6 lead jams for Team UP. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the first half of this game. And you have 13 minutes to go for the
And we are back into action here. And that is number 11, Siren Song, will be your lead jammer, Traverse City. Number 731, Kim Kong of Team UP, taking a hit there off of number 42, Amazon Avenger.
Siren Song also 100%.
Kim Kong coming up against another TC blocker there on her initial pass. And Siren Song sent to the penalty box. This is going to be a power jam for Kim Kong and Team UP. I was so busy watching Kim Kong, I completely missed the penalty that Siren Song picked up there. Maybe those of you at home caught it. All 37 of you watching on the live stream.
Pack gets a little stretched out. They got to let her go. 4 points are going to go up for Team UP.
Siren Song, meanwhile, out of that penalty box and heat in her wheels, coming up against that 4 wall there from Team UP.
Lot of movement. Very dense pack there going into turn 3. Gets a little bit stretched out. Siren Song trying to stretch it out, is able to sneak through on the inside.
And the Traverse City bench erupts as Siren Song picks up 4 points.
Equal score coming in as Siren Song gets kicked ever so slightly to the inside. And we've got a track cut on Kim Kong.
Power jam for Traverse City. This is exactly what Team UP does not need, just 60, with just 30 seconds left to go in this period.
All right, so
And
even
the
without
jam is called off, and those pogo sticks return to Coach Dan's heels, jumping for joy here. Traverse with that 22-point lead for Traverse City. And it looks like we have time for one more jam in this period. We've got Jackie Bauer with those pigtails, 24 on the jam line for Traverse City.
little bit of a whip right there will get Jackie Bauer out in front and picks up lead jammer yet again.
Kim Kong returning to the track there for Team UP. Skulk shoving those shoulders in hard. And Kim Kong out.
Kim Kong is out again. Another whip right there to Jackie Bauer, but it's going to be face to face with a defensive player from UP. Jackie Bauer looking ahead, sees a little bit of a clearance, will call that one off. Smart call right there, holding UP to 0 while picking up 4.
One more point. And that's going to bring us to halftime. Traverse City just 8 points below that century mark at 91. Team UP at 65. It's intermission. Go grab a drink, use the bathroom, whatever you feel like doing. It's your house. We're going to see you in just 15 minutes.
we return from intermission, we are going to be starting out with Jackie Bauer on the inside edge, paired up against Jones in blue for Team UP.
And this is Jones' only second outing as a jammer in this bout. And Jackie Bauer on her way to the penalty box for a back block. This is a power jam for Team UP. Jones going to be lead jammer. Oh, and Java Junkie called out on a multiplayer. Traverse City now down a blocker. Team UP at full strength. And Jones coming around for 4 points.
So Jones upsetting Jackie Bauer. Her perfect record now foiled, but of course that was probably because of the penalty box issue.
That's right. Getting the penalty before she'd made her initial pass. Jackie Bauer back out. Jones on that second scoring pass, getting held back by number 13, Lizzie Luscious of Traverse City.
So Jackie Bauer is finally out on their initial pass. Jones is pushing hard. We'll call that one off with a good half track, a good quarter track separating.
Jones picking up 4 more points there for Team UP. That's going to bring Team UP up to 73, Traverse City at 91. Still very close, and we are just barely into this second half.
Edgy Kate on the inside there for Traverse City. I believe that is Blitz Bits on the outside edge.
If you have that C on your arm, you're just destined for failure. Not really. Every time I have a C on my arm.
And Whippoorwill, number 81, doing her best there to hold back the TC pivot, and Edgy Kate there.
Amazon Avenger came up, tried to mix things up. Edgy Kate did make a little bit of progress, but that wall of blue just started to circle back around. Meanwhile, in the back, Blitz Bits. That's a tough combination to say.
Blitz Bits, yes. Coming up against a Traverse City blocker, almost single-handedly keeping her trapped.
Educate still having some trouble, but it's going to be Beneful that's going to come up and try to mix things up, but Educate just cannot keep both skates in.
Educate at one point had her hips ahead of all of the Team UP. Called as lead jammer. And Team UP, going for the star pass there. 4 points going on the board for Edgy Kate. Traverse City doing their best to block that star pass from Team UP. Star pass denied. Blitz Bits takes it back. Edgy Kate coming out of that pack for 4 more points and calls it off.
Teams doing 8 for 8 in this second half to start things off. 1 for 1 lead jammers on that one.
Traverse City now at 99, Team UP at 73.
I believe we have Goodnight Doom in the back. They're paired up against, that is 13, that's going to be Starbuck.
5 on 5 on the track. Goodnight Doom coming up against the wall of blue. Pepper holding it down. There's another skater named Peppers here. I have to make sure to keep them straight.
Goodnight Doom, as we mentioned before, in the first half was 100% for getting lead jammer status. We'll have to see. I'm thinking we're going to get it right here.
Oh no,
Oh,
picking
no.
up a track cut there. This is going to be a power jam for Team UP, and it is Starbuck going to be lead jammer. And Team UP excited. We can hear the cheers from the bench here. And Traverse City has to let her go. 3 points going on the board. Bench coach giving her the signal to keep right on trucking.
That's right, Goodnight Doom just now standing. Less than 10 seconds left in that penalty.
That was a nice hit there from Lizzie Luscious.
High block call on Traverse City blocker, but jam is called. Freezing? Nope. Jammer was able to exit the box.
And it looks like just as that jam was called off, Goodnight Doom was able to finished that penalty.
Kim Kong for Team UP.
That
That's gonna be-
is number 91.
That's Beatrix Slaughter.
Gonna be lead jammer. Jam's called off.
Calling off the jam for a bit of a pause on the ground.
And we have an official timeout.
Yeah, especially on a concrete floor that does not bounce.
Take it from me, my knee injury. Sometimes it just takes a couple extra seconds to get up.
Just a minute.
Got a medic coming over to check out. Make sure everything's okay. If there's anything we can do, ice, wrapping, anything. Head hit. We had a couple of those this last game.
Oh, I saw a couple and I was like, oh man, this concrete floor.
Now is the perfect time, actually, to shout out all of our EMTs that are here this weekend, all of our medical staff. Once I get to the
Thank you so much for doing all that, like taking care of everything. Like
we literally could not have roller derby without medical staff.
Exactly.
And so our medical staff.
We are going to see the return of Kim Kong from that last jam coming back on the line for Team UK. But Jackie Bauer is going to come back out. See if she can.
Jolt. She reps. Carry the east.
And I know that the skaters can't hear you, but as soon as you said Jackie Bauer, I saw Team UP kind of split apart. And I kind of felt them in their minds go, oh,
Oh, no.
oh.
I'm very grateful for you all.
That's right. The 24 dressed in white here tonight, lined up on the inside edge. Kim Kong on the outside in blue. Looking over at the penalty box, we are down by 1 for Traverse City, so a pack advantage going to Team UP.
Jackie Bauer.
Does not seem to slow down Jackie Bauer too much, but some great recycling right there, but they are
Oh,
not able to keep it closed on the
Jack.
inside.
And streak is unbroken. Jackie Bauer is your lead jammer. Track cut getting called on Traverse City blocker. And Jackie Bauer coming up against Aurora there in the pack and Durabell. She comes around for 4.
Looking at the bench,
The eyes.
looks like we're going to carry this one just a little bit longer. Jackie Bauer.
Kim Kong out on her initial pass.
Feel real bad for these outside pack refs right now.
And those outside pack refs skating at the speed of lightning just to keep up with the pack. Jackie Bauer making eye contact with her jam ref before she calls it.
Skates, man. Otherwise, you're gonna take a
You always want to make sure your jam ref sees what you're doing while you're doing it and before you're doing it. Unless you're cutting the track, in which case you hope he develops temporary blindness. I'm speaking as a former jammer for Flint City Derby Girls. That's what I used to do.
So that right there sends the score for Traverse City over the century mark. 103 to Team
And
UP at 77. 23-23 left to play. We've got,
life and they were ice skates. I've never rollerbladed.
swear I had it figured out. It's Jones in blue paired up against.
And Jeffrey Dominator getting sent to the penalty box early in this jam. Educate number 100, gonna be lead jammer.
Got a sport Traverse City.
And Jones still working her way on that initial pass, taking a little baby whip off of her teammate. 4 points for Educate, and she calls it. Hit it and quit it. Traverse City now ahead of the century mark at 107. Team UP at 77. 30-point game.
We've got Starbuck lined up in blue from Team UP. I believe that is Goodnight Doom, who had a really good run in the first half. 100% lead jammer status, has not had that same success in this second half. But I'm going to put that one more towards Team UP, tightening things up. Hard hit right there.
Oh my, and
Goodnight Doom is down.
and the jam's called off. Medics rush to the track.
Looked like a hard fall
And we are skating on polished concrete this weekend, not the most forgiving surface, of course.
Good night. Doom is
Good
upright.
night. Doom on her feet. Round of applause from the spectators and the benches.
Escalate over to the medics once, just to make sure that everything is okay. As I said, medics are super duper important.
We want to say thank you to our medics. We are sure glad you are here when we need you. And as a matter of fact, no bout can get started unless we have 2 medics in attendance.
They were on the spot as soon as that was called. They were up and moving, already on the track by the time I thought it was all called and done. Excuse me.
My real name is Claudia, and I literally say that I'm Klutzy Claudia.
And back into action, Team UP with 2 blockers in the box. So we have a 2-on-4 pack.
We're going to see the return of Starbuck out there, number 13.
For Team UP against,
That
I don't want to speak too soon. It looks like that's 91.
That is 91. Beatrix Slaughter jamming for Traverse City.
Beatrix Slaughter, I think, clear on the inside, able to pick up lead jammer for the Toxic Cherries. And that makes it double 2-1 lead jammer status for the Toxic Cherries over Team UP.
And Traverse City doing some nice containment there on Starbuck. Starbuck still on that initial. Beatrix Slaughter already on the scoring pass. Taking a hit to the outside, courtesy of 10-20 Durabel.
Starbuck trying to push hard, but just hitting a lot of defense there. The wall of white kind of constantly reforming.
Now 4 points for Beatrix Slaughter.
Starbuck also out of the pack. I mean, pass.
Hard fought initial pass for Starbuck there.
And 085 Ripper doing some nice containment there on Beatrix. Beatrix calls it. 2 more points there for Traverse City, nothing for Team UP. That's bringing Traverse City up to 113, Team UP at 77, and we still have 21 minutes left to go in the second half. Last bout of the evening here on track 1. And we're going to be back here bright and early, 9:15 tomorrow morning for the Scrim Scram.
That's right, game number 24 today here in Lansing Center.
Starting with a 3-4 pack advantage for Traverse
We
City.
will eventually end up with 25 total.
Wow.
I believe you're right. As I said, captain's first is a thing.
I believe that is Blitz Bits locked up in the back with Jackie Bauer up in front, trying to battle up against that last wall. It's Ripper.
Jackie Bauer.
And
The last point of contact, Jackie Bauer is your lead jammer.
Counts Macula, number 36, coming in for an assist there for Team UP. Blitz Bits is out. Will not be your lead jammer. Jackie Bauer getting ready for that scoring pass.
Jackie Bauer, you can see up on toe stops, trying to find a way through, is able to push through. Official count is going to be 4, but Blitz Bits was able to respond in kind.
Blitz Bits hoping to force a call off there. Hot on Jackie's wheels there. They're 231 Aurora doing a nice job holding down that Team UP line. Ripper also going to come in for an assist. Oh, Jackie Bauer called off on a track cut power jam for Team UP.
So this one's going to go the full ride with 44 seconds left in the jam. Blitz Bits being drawn back. Takes the outside line, tries to get a little bit of a whip on the outside, is able to make their way through, picking up 4 in the process.
You know, jersey, strong jersey.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I can't imagine the stretch. I had this one picture from forever ago of someone whipping off me, and my jersey looks like it's literally 6 feet.
And Blitz Bits fighting her way through that pack on the core, on the turn there.
Jackie Bauer is out of the mix, or out of the penalty box and back in the mix. Escorted to the outside, brought to the inside. We'll have to see how that calls. We've got a direction of gameplay being called.
On number 86, Pepper.
Looks like a total of
And Pepper's like, I don't know what I did. I guess they think I did something. 3 more points going to Team UP in that jam. Jackie Bauer picking up 4.
So a +3 for Team UP on that one. Hard fought 3 points right there.
It's going to bring Team UP up to 88. Traverse City at 121. We have just over 18 minutes left to go in this half.
We've got Kim Kong in blue on the outside edge. Meanwhile, he's trying to sidestep. If I had to, it's
Oh,
number
nice.
11, Siren Song.
Nice hit there by Aurora. And stealing the inside lane, Siren Song is lead jammer. Kim Kong still on her initial, has to get past the Traverse City pivot. They have to let her go.
the angular arms. Looking from a
Siren Song, a little bit of speed right there at the end, trying to get through. Shovel to the outside.
That was Aurora.
Oh.
Nice hit there. And Siren Song calls it. And Kim Kong stole 2 points there. And that is 3 points for Siren Song. It's going to bring
So-
Traverse City up to 124. Team UP at 90.
Negating the jam where we had an injury, that is 5 in a row for the Toxic Cherries. Negating the injury, that's 5 in a row for Toxic Cherries.
That's
Traverse City currently
Toxic Cherries not slowing down. Third bout of the day. They got a bright and early start this morning here on track 1. And look at that. It is number 14, Jones, running away. Lead jam.
having lead jam status to break in the streak. TJ Jazzy Lucas
But Educate
on the bench.
out on her heels. Jones hits that pack at full force. Educate taking a hit to the inside from Pepper.
I see a track cut being called right there on Edgy Kate. She is going to go to the penalty box.
Power jam for Team UP.
Jones is through on the first scoring pass. 4 points on the board for Team UP.
Team UP just 6 points below the century mark now at 94. Catching up to Traverse City.
Jones is able to make their way through. We've got a multiplayer block being called on the captain for Toxic Cherries. That's Lizzie Licious headed to the penalty box. 4 more on the board for Team UP. 8 so far for Jones.
And coming into that pack hot, Jones calls it.
Educate was able to respond from the penalty box with 2. Those were held in before they got the track cut. We've got an official review being called by Traverse City bench.
Team UP now up to 98. Traverse City at 126.
Again, holding to the 2-1.
Still withholding the 2-1.
I know I mentioned it earlier that there was a 2-1 ratio of Traverse City leads to Team UP leads, and that's actually still standing. It's still 2-1. Pretty neat.
There must be something going on in the air up here. They know how to play roller. Something's going on up there.
This actually turned into an official review here for Traverse City.
Oh, yeah. I think they're going to talk about the track cut. I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
I literally cannot remember it.
Want to give it a quick shout out since we've got them occupied. We've got a few moments here. I'm going to talk about our officials on my list right in front of me. We've got Aggie Battery. We've got OG Gnome, AJ, Sadie, Jones, JG, Scotchy, Chaos, Bio, Yogi, Painsley Slays, Gines, Lolo, Agru, Croc, and the Kraken.
Those are, of course, both skating and non-skating officials, and they are the unsung heroes of Flat Track Roller Derby. And this tournament, of course, drawing in officials from statewide and beyond. We want to thank you so much for helping this tournament run smoothly and keeping things safe and making sure points are calculated and all the many other things you take care of without the rest of us even noticing. We thank you. We see you. We thank you.
Looking over across the way on track number 2, we've got Ohio playing against Maryland. It appears that Ohio has scored 122 to Maryland's 72. And they just started a 5-minute intermission. So they're looking to crack that one open as we are running really behind over there on track 2. But
15:37 left in the game. So it sounds like there was a challenge from Traverse City. There's a back block call. They wanted to get a black back.
So Traverse City was seeking to get a back block call on a Team UP skater.
however, the no call will stand, and they will lose that official review.
We've got Starbuck on back out there jamming for Team UP. Serious resistance coming from number 42, Amazon Avenger. 100 Edgy Kate back on the jam line for TC.
That's right. She's coming straight from the penalty box and fighting hard. She's got one to go. Now it's a bit of a recycling effort right there. So she's locked up again. We do hear the double. It is going to be Toxic Cherries picking up the lead jammer status on that one.
And Starbuck going for a star pass there. Starbuck, star pass. You know, tomato, tomato. Star pass denied. Nice hit to the outside, courtesy of Whipper-Willa. Edgy Kate calls it. And Starbuck grabbed 4 points in that jam. Team UP now over the century mark at 102. Traverse City at 129. Watching that scoreboard change before my very eyes. Still 27-point game.
Who's here for Team UP? Make some noise.
And the Team UP cheering section, small but strong.
I've got a really good one.
We've got the
Speeds
number
up.
91 of Beatrix Slaughter out there for Traverse City.
Yeah, perfect.
That makes sense.
I would hope so.
And that is Beatrix Slaughter is going to be lead jammer number 209. Blitzbits out back jamming for Team UP. Blitzbits out. Not going to be lead jammer.
Beatrix Slaughter in the mix is going to put hands on hips, call that one dead. 2 stolen points, so a 2-2 finish at the end of this one.
I have a feeling that
We've got just over 13 minutes left to go in this second half. Still 27-point game. Traverse City now up to 131. Team UP at 104.
Is able to spot them as they get to the line. We've got the 731 of Team UP, that is Kim Kong, paired up against the 24 in white of the Toxic Cherries. That, of course, is none other than Jackie Bauer. Penalty box is completely empty, 5-on-5 on the track. Jackie Bauer skating backwards.
Oh, big hit there from Glory Sparks.
Losing a knee pad cap.
Almost losing a knee pad. Jackie Bauer, of course, having to recycle to the back of that pack.
And Kim
And-
Kong is out in front, but does not have lead jammer. That is for Jackie Bauer. So Jackie Bauer did earn that win.
Oh, Team UP was so close to breaking that streak. Jackie Bauer calls it double goose egg on that jam. Still trying to fix that pesky left knee pad.
We've got Goodnight Doom on the line for Toxic Cherries in the back there. I believe that is Jones paired up against. I couldn't get a quite clean line on that one.
Yes, I believe you're right. I believe you are right about that being Jones. And we have an official timeout.
That official time, I'm just looking over here at the penalty box as the Toxic Cherries are down by 2, a 4-on-2 pack advantage for Team UP.
Currently, Team Ohio versus Team Maryland. There is about 30 seconds left in intermission, so we're halfway through the game. Score is 122 Ohio, 72.
Those of you watching on the other track, Team Ohio at 122, Maryland at 72.
They're just saying that Ohio was winning.
At the half, intermission almost over there on track 2.
I don't know who they're playing. We don't talk about them. We don't talk about them.
Yeah, Maryland's doing all right now.
Maryland is just skating around right now. And they scored 72 points on these ghost blockers, you know? All right, y'all. Since this is,
Are we doing YMCA? No, it's not YMCA. No.
And Shulk having a little private dance party out there on the track.
Make sure everybody's
Shulk will be joined with Lizzie Luscious as the two sole defenders for Toxic Cherries.
But those are two of the ones you want if you're only going to have 2 blockers on the track. We've seen a lot of intense blocking from both those skaters during this tournament.
Small Town Outlaws versus MCDL of Detroit. Small Town Outlaws taking home 7th place, MCDL 8th. This is the 5th and 6th place game between Team UP and Traverse City. Tomorrow at 4:15.
Again, Goodnight Doom and Jones lined up for their respective teams.
Now that is Siren Song. Remember, Goodnight Doom went down hard a few jams ago. Maybe out for the rest of the game. We'll just have to wait and see. But they do have similar builds, and Siren Song taking a tumble there onto the outside. Jones also scooting wide to the outside there. Both jammers forced to the back of the pack here.
So far, 30 seconds of this jam are underway, and Siren Song does wiggle around to the front, picks up a lead jammer for the Toxic Cherries.
Taking a hit from the invisible blocker again. Luda comes in for another love shove. And Siren Song calls it.
And then back to my bracket schedule here. For D2,
4 in a row for Toxic
for
Cherries.
D2 at 5:15 p.m. we saw the 7th and 8th place game for D2, which was Mid-Michigan.
That's number 100, Educate, out there on the jam line again for Traverse City.
I see the number 13 on the armband right there. That tells me that is, of course, none other than Starbuck.
For 5th and 6th. At 2:30, we'll see Grand Rapids.
Big hit right there by Glory Sparks will send Educate down hard.
For the championship for Division 2, you'll see Ann Arbor.
Pepper also going to come in for an assist there. Starbuck sneaking around on the outside, becoming lead jammer.
Starbuck upsetting a 4 lead jam status in a row for the Toxic Cherries.
And Glory Sparks out there doing her level best to break up that wall of white there. Educate holding the jammer panty in her hand, looking to get a star pass.
She's able to work her way around in the clean air. Meanwhile, Starbuck still locked up back there. This, of
Starbuck,
course, the scoring pass.
Starbuck on the scoring pass. Bench coach frantically signaling, and Starbuck calls it off. Looked like Starbuck picked up 4 points in that jam and nothing for Traverse City. Team UP now at 108, Traverse City 131.
Traverse City with just shy of 10 minutes left.
23-point lead now, and that's roughly where Traverse City has kept it for the duration of this bout. Traverse City staying within 20 to 30 points of Team UP, but keeping that lead from the second jam on, and we have an official timeout.
Oh, there we go. Number 085 Ripper going to the penalty box there for what I believe.
Team UP is going to be fielding Kim Kong up against the very dominating Jackie Bauer, number 24, for the Toxic Cherries. A 4-on-3 pack advantage for Traverse City as we get started, but UP has fielded Pepper to be at the helm on that one.
And Pepper, of course, seasoned Derby player, skated for a couple different Northern Michigan teams, and back here on the track at Mitten Kittens X.
Aurora, the last point of contact, but she's able to hop around on the outside, and Jackie Bauer is, again, your lead jammer. Only missing one lead jammer right there at the very beginning of this second half. Kim Kong is through.
Coming through, Jackie Bauer on the scoring pass, coming up against Aurora at the front of the pack. Aurora doing some nice containment there on Jackie Bauer. Jackie comes through for 4.
That's right. Pat got a little stretched out. They had to let her go.
And 4 points also for Kim Kong of Team UP.
Jackie Bauer already mixing things up, getting some more points already. Big hit down there in the back. Going into turn 3. Kim Kong is taken down hard by the number 13. And of course,
That
Lizzie
is
Luscious.
Lizzie Luscious doing some vicious blocking this weekend, and I did not say malicious. I said vicious. That means awesome blocking. And another hit by Lizzie Luscious on Kim Kong.
Jackie Bauer out there trying to find a clean space on the inside, and Kim Kong just cannot catch a break. Picks a skate up, but takes a tumble, picking up 4 in the process.
Especially when you're doing the presses apex jump. Just throw that out there.
And the jammer, and Jackie Bauer in the middle of the track. Jam called off.
Jam before any points can be scored by Kim Kong on that pass in particular.
And Jackie Bauer looks like picked up 4 additional points on that jam.
12-point game.
No, this is the biggest jam in the second half at just 12.
This is the largest jam we've had in the second half, but Jackie Bauer also had 2 jams.
That's going to bring Traverse City up to 143, Team UP at 116. We have just 7.5 minutes left to go in this bout, in this final bout for the evening at track 1. And look at that, number 91, Beatrix Lestrangle out quick. She's your lead jammer. 209 Blitz Bits almost out, taking a hit off of number 42, Amazon Avenger.
Beatrix Slaughter in the mix, getting through. She's able to pick up 4. Blitz Bits is through on the initial.
Through on the initial as Beatrix Slaughter.
Pepper returning from the penalty box to the track.
Looks like we're going to actually play a little bit of longer points on this one. And Blitz Bits is through. Takedown right there. Beatrix Slaughter gets hit, takes a spill, and pops back up and gets
She has
going.
to get past Jeffrey Dominator and Peppers and get through. She does. 4 points going on board for Traverse City. Big hit there in the middle on Traverse City blocker. Beneful gonna force Blitz to the back of the pack. Little love tap there from the Amazon Avenger.
Preventing Blitz Bits from getting through. Once again, another good line coverage hit, knocking all the way out.
And
Beatrix Slaughter is trying to find their way through, but gets shoveled to the outside edge. Again, same answer, but finds a hole on the inside. Nods her head like, there we go.
4
And puts one
points
more up.
for Traverse City.
But gets knocked all the way to the out. Fighting against one last one. Manages to stay in. No pass, no penalty. 4 points total picked up there.
And Beatrix Slaughter held to the back of that pack by Peppers. And Beatrix calls it. 12-point jam there for Beatrix Slaughter. Team UP picking up 8. That's Traverse City now up to 155. Team UP at 124. Now we have a 31-point lead for Traverse City, and we have just over 5 minutes left to go in this bout.
We've got the 13 of Starbuck for Team UP in blue and Educate in white for the Traverse City team.
Doing a little swim arm between her blockers here.
Down 1 blocker for Team UP. Educate trying to battle her way through on the outside, but it's going to be what is that? Sparks.
Luna and Ripper doing some dynamite containment there. Educate taking a tumble. Luna reforms in front. She has to let Educate go. She will be lead jammer.
085 a destruction penalty, but as you saw was called,
Luna.
she's like, yeah,
Oh, Educate sneaking, stealing that inside line for 4 points.
Able to dive through on the inside completely unprotested. All of the concentration being put on Starbuck.
Java Junkie holding the line down for Traverse City. And Shulk also going to come in for an assist. Lizzie Luscious slamming right into Starbuck. 13 on 13.
as Starbuck is getting bridged.
Glory Sparks trying to keep that inside secure. Educate swings around.
Pack is back up to full strength. Educate cycling back around, tries to find her way through in the middle. Glory Sparks, the point of contact on that one. Looks like all of the fuel is out of that tank. Educate just a little bit slow out there.
Traverse City Skulk not letting up for a second there on Starbuck. But Glory Sparks also has her hands full back there with Educate. Starbuck looking to get the star pass there, but Glory Spark all a little tied up with Educate at the moment.
Educate on the outside is kicked out, looking for the call from the bench. I think we're just doing some time management on this one as the clock is going down. We've got 3:13 left on the clock, and the jam is down to 0. That one will be called dead. 2 additional points going on the board for Toxic Cherries before all is said and done. Team UP not able to respond. That's not going to help. 165 to the 124. Just under 3 minutes left to play. Toxic Cherries, the last 3 jams, lead jammer on that one.
Score is currently 165 to 124 in favor of Traverse City.
And Lethal Liability of Traverse City holding down that blocker line strong for the Toxic Cherries. We got Jackie Bauer back out jamming for Traverse City. Jones, number 14, wearing the star for Team UP.
Oh, I thought she had it right there, but Pepper's able to kick her to the inside right at the pivot line. Drags her all the way back to the jammer line. Jones one to go in front, but it is Amazon Avenger able to do so. Picks up lead
And
jammer.
a streak is broken, Bars. Jones, lead jammer Jackie Bauer denied. Jones stealing the inside. Ripper holding it clear. 4 points there for Jones, and she calls it. Team UP now up to 128. Traverse City at 165. We have just under 2 minutes left to go. Time for a couple more jams. We'll have to see.
I've ended like one in my entire life, and the fact that I did it
And Coach Jazzy of Team UP has called for an official review.
An official review will freeze the time at 1:40. Team UP with 1 timeout left. Traverse City with 2. Traverse City, of course, lost their official review with that back block seeking call earlier.
Okay. As a derby player, this is my guess. I think there was a back block called over here between turns 1 and 2 when Traverse City ran into the back of one of Team UP's blockers. It was a pretty big hit. I'm wondering if there's
And Starbucks skating back to the Team UP bench with an ice pack. We did see her taking some pretty hard hits at last time, a couple jams ago when she was jammer.
Very well done.
I could very well be wrong about it. That is literally me just talking out of my butt.
That's what I said. We are throwing around wild accusations up in here. So we do. So we get taken here.
Lead jammer status in this second half has gone to the Toxic Cherries with 13 to Team UP with just 5.
I actually went to it was funny. That's coaching. I'm like, oh, official review, and then when I said I want to officially review that the officials
And the Toxic Cherries really showing today how they earned that 5 seed, that ranked number 5 seed honor. Not really sure what the term is. But we have seen some amazing gameplay from Traverse City in this tournament, and we still have 1 day left to go.
Heck yeah, get pictures of the jam timer. Perfect. NSOs deserve picture love too. It looks like you're holding a burger over your head. I mean, maybe it is.
I think I'm hungry for a while.
If you are hungry though, as I said, after party, across the street, they've got food, they've got drinks, they've got games, they've got cool, derby people.
They got it.
What else could you need? You know?
And just a little bit of a quick fact for everybody out there. We've got Kim Kong out there. Now, in this second half, Kim Kong has not been able to pick up lead jam at all. So we'll have to see if we can break that bit of a record right
We
there.
have a challenge here for Kim Kong, the jammer of Team UP. I have a challenge for you, okay?
Kim Khan. And the house announcers are saying, Kim Khan, I have a challenge for you. Kim Khan aping. Kim Khan's expression says it all. She's like, that's pretty tall order. I'm not sure, but I will give it my all.
They're like, oh, bro, it's fine. Just go right through. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. My speculation was wrong.
So Team UP there challenging, seeking a forearm call on a Traverse City skater. Refs disagreed. The forearm will not be called, and Team UP will not retain their official review.
Because they're not certain, they can't call it.
But the refs still need a little bit of extra time to confer, probably talking about what kind of drinks they're going to order tonight at the Lansing Shuffle after party immediately following this bout.
That's my beeline. I'm heading straight there after this one. I'm going to head straight to the Lansing Shuffle after this. Grab myself a burger and a beer. Actually, I went over there yesterday, and I got some truffle fries. And I tell you what, those things were so beautifully flavored, I swear my tongue went numb.
Oh, wow, that's quite an endorsement, Bars.
Oh, they're so good.
We're back in the mix here.
We've got Kim Kong going up against Siren Song. That's right, the KK versus the SS.
And Aurora holding down the wall. We've got a pile up on the straightaway.
Wait, there it is. She's broken the record. Kim Kong is able to pick up lead in jammer. That's 2 in a row for Team UP.
And
Just
and that challenge was just the fuel that Kim Kong needed for this jam. Siren Song trailing. And Kim Kong calls it. 4 points for Team UP. Nothing there for Traverse City. That's going to bring Team UP up to 132. Traverse City at 165. 33-point game here. We have just 45 seconds left to go on the period clock. Time for one more jam.
It looks like we've got one in the box for Team UP.
We're going to have one more jam. Woo! One more jam. And it's
I
going
believe
to
that is Jackie Bauer out there for Toxic Cherries.
Yep, I saw those pigtails swinging. I knew who it was.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I saw.
Jackie Bauer taking it back. She's going to be lead jammer.
Blitz Bits out there for Team Blue. That is, of course, Team
And
UP.
Glory Sparks to pivot, putting some serious shoulders there into lethal liability. Oh, and number 428, Belichick's with Strangle, takes a tumble there.
making complete eye contact with the
Jackie
net.
Bauer standing right there at the pivot line. We'll wait for the clock to go down to 0. We'll call that one off. It is done. DUN.
And that is the final bout of the night. Traverse, unofficial score right now. Traverse City 165, Team UP 132. Both teams exhausted after 2 long days of bouts, neither one giving any quarter.